What's up guys, hello and welcome to another vlog episode of the India Darshan travel series. It's almost 1 p.m. in the afternoon, starting the new vlog just now. Was a little bit lazy because today's ride is gonna be a short and sweet 60-kilometer ride one way, about an hour or so to get there. And we are going down south of Bhuj to a town called Mandvi, which appears to be a beach town. So I want to spend some time in the water and enjoy the sunset from whatever side of the water that is. I guess that could be Gulf of Kutch or the Arabian Sea, one or the other. So we'll get there. Ooh, what's happening here? So many people queued up. Anyway, let's get started. Hello cows, how's it going? So far the route is more or less the same that we took to go to Smriti one. This is again the main road in front of the hotel. That's the shopping mall. I came to take a selfie with the I Love Bhuj sign, 7 Sky Mall. So we go about 3 kilometers straight the same way, and I remember seeing the board sign to turn right afterwards, which is also the same junction where we turned left to go to Smriti one. So it's the same route until that point. Yeah, this was the board sign where I decided I need to go to Smriti 1. And here it doesn't say Smriti 1 Earthquake Memorial, it just says Smriti 1 Memorial. So when I saw this the first time, I had no idea what that was, but it was an interesting find. So came up to this Shell petrol pump to refuel. They have power fuel and normal petrol, which is like 108 rupees. That's super expensive. That's Rajasthan's pricing. In Gujarat should be around 97 something. So now let's skip this and look up for another gas station. This was way too pricey. There it is, Indian Oil gas station. That should work. I don't get it. Why was this super expensive? I thought the petrol prices are standardized by the state government, but maybe something to do with how they procured it. Don't know. Anyway, let's refuel here and we should be good. I think we should be able to do the entire journey in just one refueling. It's just 120 kilometers return trip. Which one is petrol? Diesel? Actually, the petrol price, normal petrol price, is like 94.8, not even 98. So that was ridiculously expensive, 14 rupees per liter. Okay, all set. Now we are good to go. I think this is the straight highway that brings us all the way down south to Mandvi. So that's pretty cool. And yesterday I was a little bit confused because there's a Mandwa city that's quite far towards Surat side, and then there's Mandvi, which is very close, still in this Kutch area. So I was a bit confused when I entered that on the maps, and it says it's going to take a long time. I was like, it wasn't supposed to be this long. It was supposed to be a day trip. But then I realized, so there's a Mandwa, there's a Mandvi. So we're going to Mandvi, down south from Bhuj. 120 kilometers return trip. Oh, there it says on the board. Probably GoPro won't see it. It says Mandvi 53, Nakhatrana 45, Matanumad 90. Matanumad I think is like westbound. Somebody recommended that I should see this. It's a temple. We'll go there at some point, but today we're going southbound. So I plan to do a whole bunch of day trips from here. This is one of them. Some are short, some are long, some are really long. So we're gonna do different kind of expeditions from Bhuj, but I'm gonna use the same hotel as my base and keep doing it. Even if I come back late at night, it's okay. As long as the roads are fine, it should be good. There's a very big shivling on top of a mountain, top half bust, not the full statue. So I just saw that from a distance and was thinking if I can go there. But there's this barricade and I don't know if it's open or closed. I don't see anybody up there. Looks nice from a distance, kind of reminds me of Adi Yogi from the Isha Foundation in Coimbatore down south of India. But only this is like much smaller. So I just sort of going there, but apparently you can't. Anyway, let's continue to Mandvi then. Hello from the town of Mandvi, we've made it, and my first stop for the day was the 72 Jinalaya Mahatirth temple. So this is known as a Mahatirth because you see those stupas there. There's 72 of those, and then there's a main stupa in the middle. So this is a Jain Tirth, a very prominent one for the followers of the Jainism. And basically it's like a cluster of temples. That's why it's known as a Mahatirth. Think of it like a super temple that comprises of 72 other temples within the same premises. It's very beautiful. Photography inside is never allowed in a Jain temple, so it's the same principle here. That's why I have no footage of the inside, but the priest is very kind, did a full kind of walkthrough, took the blessings. It was a very nice and peaceful environment here. Floor is lava at this point of the year, so be very careful of that. And since I was wearing capris, so they gave me a dhoti, which is a plain piece of cloth to tie around you, so you can go inside, no problem. Other than that, unfortunately, we saw a pigeon die of the heat. It's that hot, it's 40+ degrees. The pigeon just fell out of the sky. Probably not enough water or something, so yeah. Yeah, the dogs destroyed the vlog, but anyway, said my piece about the temple. So we're going to this shipbuilding yard, which I'm guessing closes at 5 p.m. So I want to go and see if the yard workers are in action and if there is some ship being built and learned how that happens. There's a big shipbuilding yard facility here, so that's where the next pit stop is going to be. This was the first one, that's the second one. And we're going to delay the beach till the very last moment so that we can enjoy there and enjoy a nice sunset all in one go. So that behind me was one shipyard, but not the one where I wanted to go. So they were making iron body ships here, but the one I wanted to see was the wooden ship. So I spoke to one of the workers working here on the ships, and he mentioned this isn't the shipyard that you're looking for as a tourist who that wants to see. So he said go about 1 to 1.5 kilometers further down the road and you're going to see a whole bunch of ships in the making using wooden material. That's your spot. So we are going back. Anyway, this is the BSF checkpost, and there's the seaside here and a little bit of scenes of the shipyard, but not the exact spot. So we are close, but in the vicinity. So let's keep going and find the actual shipyard where we can freely enjoy the ships in the making. Finally found it. This is the shipyard I was looking for. They are making the ships. I see some workers down there. So let's find a way to go inside and check out how the ships are built. It's my first time trying to learn something like this. They are chopping Babool wood. They have wood in bulk here because you can see the amount of wood they use in the ship. And they say I can easily go inside into the ship. So we're gonna climb these stairs and take a look from the inside of a ship here. So this is a cargo vessel that's being made. Pretty sure it takes a couple of years for it to complete. So it's my first time standing on a half-baked ship, as in like a work-in-progress ship. I've only seen it completed all the time. And this is Babool trees wood, which lasts quite a long time in the water. So it's very, very robust and water-repelling kind of wood here. So really, really unique experience. One of the bhaiya is very fluent in Hindi and he just explained that this is the largest cargo ship of Asia that I'm walking in. What a privilege. And typically it takes 3 years to complete a cargo ship. But this being the largest in Asia, it's going to take a while. They have already spent 2.5 years and there's a lot of work to go. So probably 4-5 years or something like that. And this is a dry dock, so I'm guessing the seaside is close by. Then they move the ship from here to there and then it's good to go for sailing. Wow, this is the largest ship in Asia, huh? What a unique experience. Thank goodness that I decided to brave the heat and come here anyway. So this is Faizan Bhai. Faizan Bhai has been the one kind soul who's been explaining to me about the ship. And we were just getting to know each other, so decided to have him on the vlog. फैजन भाई, इस जगह और इस शिपयार्ड के बारे में थोड़ा बताएं. ये आपने बताया ये एशिया की सबसे बड़ी कार्गो शिप होने वाली है. और क्या बता सकते हैं हम इस शिप और इस जगह के बारे में?
ये शिप एशिया का सबसे बड़ा शिप है
जी.
और ये शिप अब टाइम मतलब 200-300 साल पहले से बन रहे हैं यहाँ पे.
अच्छा, इतना पुराना यार्ड है?
इतना बहुत.
अच्छा, तो आप लोग फिर तो पीढ़ी दर पीढ़ी यही काम करते होंगे? अच्छा अच्छा. और ये केवल हिंदुस्तान के जहाज ही बनते हैं यहाँ पे? बाहर के भी बनते हैं?
यहाँ मतलब वहाँ बाहर के दुबई साइड के भी बनते हैं, पर यहाँ लोकल होने के बहुत ज़्यादा बनते हैं.
अच्छा अच्छा. और यहाँ सिर्फ कार्गो के जहाज बनते हैं? कार्गो के. अच्छा. और आप यहाँ पे क्या करते हैं?
मैनेजमेंट.
आप मैनेजमेंट देखते हैं? अच्छा अच्छा. तो ये सारा काम आपके अंडर में आता है? बढ़िया लगा यार भैया, आपसे मिलकर अच्छे से समझाया आपने. ये बबूल की लकड़ी में पानी नहीं लेती होगी ना?
नहीं लेती पानी.
हाँ,
बबूल की लकड़ी पानी में जाती है तो फूल जाती है. हाँ, ताकत आ जाती है, जान आ जाती है. मतलब
तो यहाँ से पानी में जहाज कैसे जाता होगा? क्रेन से उठा के डालते?
नहीं, क्रेन से नहीं. जहाज के जो एरिया है ना
जी,
वहाँ पर जेसीबी से खड़ा करेंगे.
हाँ,
पानी आएगा.
हाँ,
और अपने आप मतलब बांध जब तक तैरेगा ना.
अच्छा, जब पानी भर के उठा दोगे तो समुद्र पास ही पड़ता है? अच्छा, ये पीछे ही है? अच्छा 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 अच्छा, बढ़िया. That was a nice and unique learning experience. So let me quickly summarize what he was saying. So essentially they fill this yard with water, the ship starts to float and the sea is just behind the ship. And this ship lasts for a long time because the wood that they're using is water repelling. It absorbs water, swells up and becomes much stronger when you put the ship in water. So that's why they chose this kind of wood. And what else? So they have been doing this thing for 200 to 300 years. He is basically the manager, his father is the engineer. So everything happens under their command here. And they have been doing this for a while now. Some overseas owners also have their ships built here, but mostly local owners. So very nice learning experience. Look at the amount of wood that they use. They have their own chopping and sawing facilities also here. And Faizan Bhai side, there is a royal palace down that way. And this whole area is more like a yard. But there are other ships that are more built than this or less built than this. So different progress across different ships. So he said, take a walk and just, check them out. You're going to enjoy walking along this yard. So that's what I'm going to do for now. Just check out the other ships and how they have progressed so far. But yeah, it's good I ran into him, so got first-hand information. He did mention that during the season foreigners do come visit him. I'm guessing the tour operators know about this place, but my mission was I randomly stumbled upon this. So I went to the yard there and then I learned there is another yard, and this is a known place in the Indian maritime trade system at least. So that's why I decided to come over here, but hoping that the other visitors, especially from overseas, are also able to come here DIY as well, whether or not they take a tour. So that's the plan. Anyway, let's take a walk, and I'll see you after a short break when we are headed to the Royal Palace. Alright, so looks like we made it to the palace. There's an open parking here. We found a sheltered, like covered by the tree kind of spot. So parked up, and now we pay 10 rupees for the entrance to the palatial estate, and I'm guessing it's like 20-30 rupees entrance to the palace as well. But I don't know about their camera policy, so let's go and find out. The cameras are allowed. You'll see a vlog. If not, maybe just some YouTube shorts, or I'll have to improvise with the phone. We'll see. Let's go inside and try and understand how things work here. Alright, so my guess was right. Taking a camera inside is chargeable, still photography is chargeable, videography is chargeable, mobile, again, do whatever you want. So we're gonna vlog with the mobile. So we are inside the palatial estate. This is the garden area we're going through. It's a 30 rupees entrance ticket for a child and 70 for an adult. There's some age for a child, I think 11 years or something. I took that clip. That was the last clip on the GoPro. So you can see the ticket pricing, and rest of the vlog is going to be with the phone. So that's the King of Kutch, based on whose name this palace has been built. So the guy at the ticketing counter was explaining that inside there is not much of a need of a fan, and I think they don't even use fans because the stones that they have used in building the palace keeps this palace naturally cool. It was meant for the extreme heat in the summers. Let's go inside and check out the architecture, how they managed to achieve that. Overheard some little bit of explanation from one of the staff downstairs, mostly explained in Gujarati, but I think you get some tidbits of it, that this was never a residential palace. This is just a palace by the waterside. So the royal family used to come here in the summers just to enjoy the views and the winds and stuff. So it's nice and windy. It was never meant to be a residential palace. Can go all the way up there, climb the spiral stairs. So we're gonna try and get up there and see the views. Finally it became nice and cloudy. Anyways, the residential palaces are in Bhuj. I think there are 3-4 palaces there. Prag Mahal and Aina Mahal, those two were very close to where I'm staying, but skipping because of their no camera policy. But I think the guy was explaining there are 4. But anyway, Bhuj was their residential area. This was more like a summer getaway kind of place, and it was naturally cool. And this is another statue of Maharaja Ji. Alright, spent about an hour inside the palace. Now that it's nearly 5 PM and the weather has become nice and cloudy, it's finally time to head to our last and final stop for the day, which is going to be the Mandvi beach. Whether the clouds clear up and we see a good sunset, that's a different story, but at least we're going to start enjoying in the water. And if we see a sunset, we see a sunset. Otherwise, it's going to be nice and easy, cool off now. Bye.